All right, so I showed you the seated sun salutations on Tuesday. So if you want to take those, feel free to go ahead and sit down. Because we're going to start with our sun salutations. So, starting breathing. If you're seated, you're lengthening up through the spine and pressing the legs down into the floor. If you're standing, we're pressing down through the toes, reaching up through the thighs. Our arms are reaching down for everybody, and the crown of our head is propelling us upwards. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Let's take one more and then we'll begin. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. All right. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Maybe you lift your gaze. Exhale, feeling free to bend your knees if you're standing. Otherwise, forward fold. Inhale, we draw back on the fingers. Look out, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we come to our chaturanga, but first we're going to come into a high plank. We're going to pause here. If you're on the ground, pressing into your forearms and hands, gazing at the toes. If you're with me, feeling the heels drop back, pressing into the hands, feeling the shoulders nice and easy. All right, let's go ahead. Exhale, everybody who's with me, coming all the way down to the ground, nice and slowly. And inhale, let's go ahead and come to our upward facing dog, or coming into cobra like I am. And exhale, let's come into downward facing dog. First one of the day. You might also take child's pose, bring the big toes together, dropping down onto the knees. 1, pedal out through the feet. Get those hamstrings nice and loose. 2, 3, releasing the back if you're lying down. Legs are extended up, arms are extended up. And if you're with me, we're sending the hips high, pressing into the hands and feet. Our arms are active, our legs are active, our joints are soft. 4, 5, stepping the feet together, look forward, everybody, get that belly nice and tucked. Inhale, step or jump your way forward, lengthen the spine, look out. Exhale, we forward fold. Let's go ahead and bring a big bend to the knees. We're gonna grab opposite elbows and just sway side to side. Bending the knees a lot so that we can get our rib cage onto the knees. And for those of you seated, same thing. You can bend your knees. One more inhale here. Exhale, let's go ahead and release. Inhale, pressing into the legs, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, Samasthiti. Let's take one more. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, we all fold. Inhale, lengthen, look out. Exhale, we come to our chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Feeling energy through the body, lengthening through the spine, releasing the head and neck. 2, keeping that low belly tucked. 3, 4, our joints are nice and soft. 5, exhale, prepare, look forward, inhale, making your way up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. And exhale to Samasthiti. Sun salutation B. Inhale, bend the knees, arms sweep up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, look out. Exhale, I'm going to show a different variation of chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, dropping that left back heel down onto the ground. Inhale, rising up, warrior one. Let's go ahead and exhale. Coming back to our chaturanga, I'm showing a different variation this time. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side comes forward. Inhale, dropping that back heel down, rising up. Exhale, planting the hands, chaturanga. Inhale, up, and exhale. Everybody come into child's pose unless you're lying, or unless you're taking seated, then you'll come into downward facing dog. Breathing here for just a moment, regaining the breath. On your next inhale, tuck the back toes, hip distance apart. Inhale, send those, or exhale, send those hips back. 3, 4, 5. Preparing on the exhale. Inhale, we make our way forward or up. Lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bending our knees. Sweep the arms. And exhale to Samastiti. Let's take one more. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, look out. Exhale to your version of chaturanga. I've shown many different ones. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Right foot comes forward. Inhale, rising up to warrior one. We're gonna hold this a little bit. We're working towards equalizing our hips. So you wanna feel that right hip drawing back, left hip drawing forward. Your arms can be up overhead, maybe shoulder distance, or you can cactus them out. Like I said, we're holding for a little bit. Nice. One more inhale here. Exhale, let's go ahead and take it to our version of chaturanga. Inhale to either cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog, left side. Inhale, rising up. Breathing deeply here. Getting that knee over that right foot, right or left ankle. Maybe looking up or straight ahead, whatever's most comfortable for you. Strengthen the legs. One more big inhale here. Exhale, take it to your chaturanga. I'm showing more options. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. And exhale to our downward facing dog. Gaining the breath again. Slowing it down. Taking time. Being present. 3. Releasing thoughts. Focusing on the breath. 4. 5, bringing the feet together. Exhale, prepare, look forward. Inhale, we make our way up. Lengthen. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, bending the knees, arms come up. Exhale. Samastiti. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and separate the feet hip distance. If you're taking seated posture or seated sun salutations, make your way up to standing. So legs are hip distance apart. Inhale, we start to fold, keeping that belly tucked, grabbing onto the peace fingers, lengthening up the spine, look out, feeling free to bend the knees. And exhale, we fold, Reaching the rib cage towards our thighs, allowing the neck to release. Lifting up through the fingers, pressing down through the toes. Our inner thighs are active. 3. Working to get the hips right over the ankles. 4. 5. Inhale, lengthen, look out. Exhale, let's go ahead and release the hands, bringing a bend to that left leg, keeping the right leg straight, but we don't want to hyperextend. So being nice and soft, planting that left hand a little bit of ways away from the left foot. Inhale, we're gonna twist to the right, reaching that right hand up. You can have the right hand on the back. 2. Maybe looking up at the hand or down at the floor. 3, or straight ahead. 4, 5, exhale, go ahead and release the right hand, bending the right knee, straightening the left leg. Inhale, coming up. Same options with the hand and the gaze, it can be down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, go ahead and release. Inhale, look out. Exhale, hands come to the waist, strengthen the legs. Inhale, rising up, and exhale, Samasthiti. We're gonna go ahead and inhale. Right foot goes back, hands reaching at a T, pivoting the right foot. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, we slide the hands away, catching onto our shin, ankle, big toe, maybe the ground. If you can touch the ground though, I'm gonna encourage you to grab your big toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have a challenge posture today. So I want you to look down at your right foot. Start to walk that right hand, bending the right knee a little bit and hop the left leg a little bit closer. Your right hand should be about a foot in front of your right foot. And we're gonna start to lift the left leg. 1. It's okay to fall out. 2, 3. Your left hand can come onto the waist at any time. 4, 5, bend that right knee. Place the left leg down. Inhale, coming to our T position. Pivoting the left leg. Exhale, sliding and grabbing shin, ankle, or toe. Now with this balance posture we just did, it's called half moon. If you have a big, thick book or anything like that, or exercise blocks, feel free to grab them for this next side. 3, 4, 5. Look down. Start to walk that left hand, hopping the right foot, bending that left knee, and then straightening, reaching that right foot back. 2, 3, nice work, guys. 4, 5, bending that left knee, gently place the right foot down, inhale, coming to center. Good job. All right, we're gonna widen the stance a little bit, pointing the right foot, bending the right knee. We're gonna come into Utthita Parsva Konasana. I'm gonna encourage everybody to take it as I'm taking it today, because we're working a lot on the foundation of the posture, the legs, and keeping the core active. So we want to not sink into our shoulders. We want our rib cage to reach up towards the ceiling, opening the chest to the side. Our feet are strong. 4, 5. Okay, from here, we're gonna pivot, coming into crescent lunge, reaching the arms up. We're gonna take another balance. So you're gonna lean forward, bringing that left leg up with you, and start to bring the hands to heart center. Left leg extending behind you, gazes down at the floor. 3, pressing that left foot back, pressing into the standing leg. 4, 5, nice and gently, coming back down, extend out to the side. Wiggling that left foot a little bit of ways, turning the left toes, bending the left knee, exhale. Coming into Utthita Parshvanottanasana on the other side. 1. We're working a lot on balance and foundation today, so if your balance is a little off, it's totally fine. 4, 5, curl the back toes, crescent lunge. We're gonna start to lean ourselves up. Woo. A little bit close to my wall. Hands come to heart center. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and drop that leg back down. Coming to our center posture. Exhale, stepping that right foot back up. All right, we're gonna quickly come down, widening the legs, having the feet splayed out. We're gonna come down into Malasana. So just taking your time, sinking those hips down. If you feel any pressure in the knees, come up onto the balls of your feet. That'll help to relieve it. The tops of our arms are pressing against the inner sides of our legs, opening up a little wider. Nice and easy, lengthen the spine up, drop the hips down. 1 more breath here, inhale. Exhale, let's go ahead and take a seat down. We're gonna come into straddle. Just nice and easy. And your straddle doesn't have to be as wide as mine, just as wide as it's comfortable. Because now we're gonna inhale. You can either reach your arms forward or out to the side. Exhale, you're either gonna walk the hands forward and fold or reach towards the feet or ankles and grab them, okay? So on an exhale, taking what fold you want to. We're working to get the chest down onto the earth, keeping the spine nice and straight. That's why I like to grab either the ankles or the feet, because then it engages my low belly much better. 3, keeping those legs nice and strong. 4, 5, inhale, let's come up. Exhale, go ahead and release. Let's bring the left foot into the right thigh, keeping our right leg straddled out. Inhale, we're gonna begin to reach that right hand over, reach the left arm up, and exhale, folding. We wanna keep length in the torso. Both side bodies are nice and tall. We don't want too much scrunching in the right side. So if you start to feel any scrunching, come a little ways out and then go a little bit further on an exhale. We're rooting down through the hip. You should feel this stretch all the way from hip to the tips of your fingers, reaching over your left side of your head. 1 more breath here, inhale. Exhale. Now on the inhale, reach your arm straight up and feel your arm pulling you up. Nice, exhale, release. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Left leg comes out, right leg comes in. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we fold. Really work to get those rib cage, the right side of the rib cage to say high ceiling, nice and open. 2. And maybe you start to look up at the ceiling if that feels good, or down at the ground, whatever feels best for your neck. 3. This looks great, you guys. 4. Again, pressing into that right hip. 5. Inhale, reach the right hand. Feel it drive you forward. Exhale, release. Let's go ahead and bring the left foot in. Feet meeting each other, coming into Baddha Konasana. I'm going to come to the front of my mat because we are going to make our way down. But first, drawing the feet as close as you can. Feeling those hips release down. The thighs reaching down. Inhale, lengthen, grabbing the balls of the feet. Exhale, you can either walk your hands forward or keep them on the feet, using the elbows as anchors, and start to fold, keeping the spine straight, gazes straight down, keeping the neck long. 2, 3, our heart is leading us forward. 4, 5, inhale, coming up. Let's go ahead and scoot those legs a little ways away. We're gonna curl our spine this time. So some options, maybe you reach around and underneath the legs and place your hands on the outsides of the feet, or you can just grab shins or ankles. We're just gonna curl and reach our head towards our feet. 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, making your way up. Keep the feet where they are. Exhale, coming onto the back. Allowing those hips to still release down around the sides. Knees dropping up to the sides. Breathing here for a moment. Feeling release. Feet are still together. Supta Baddha Konasana. Okay. We're going to bring the hands underneath the thighs. Inhale, bring the legs together. We're going to plant them hip distance apart. Make sure that the knees and ankles are in line. We're going to place the hands around our sides. And on an inhale, press into the legs, press into the hands, lift the hips. We don't want too much activation in the glutes. So I really want you to press into those feet, press into the hands. 2, 3. We're working to get the hip bones and the ribs in line. 4, 5, exhale, go ahead and release back down. You can take that same option, or on your inhale, you lift up, and then you walk the hands underneath, clasping hands underneath the bum. 1, 2, press into those legs. You should feel the inner thighs squeezing towards each other. 3, 4, 5, exhale, release all the way back down. Okay, same 2 options. Or inhale, bring the arms up overhead, lift the hips. Our hands are still on the ground and the whole arm. We're just lifting up overhead so that we can start to feel that rotation in our shoulders. 3, 4, 5, releasing all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. We're gonna rock up and back, or you can just come onto your side and make your way up, extending the legs. We're gonna bring a bend to the knees, hug arms underneath. Allow the torso to rest on the thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten out the legs, lengthen, reach the arms in front of you. And with control on the exhales, coming down, we're gonna come to Shavasana now. Inhale, pausing. Exhale, coming a little bit further down. Till you're all the way down. Feet wider than the hips. If you're feeling any low back pain, planting the legs on the edges of your mat, letting the knees drop in, or you can grab some pillows if you have pillows nearby. Otherwise, like I said, feet wider than the hips. Or if you want to, if you liked Supta Baddha Konasana, you can bring the feet together and allow the knees to drop out to the sides. So just some options today, wherever you're at. Your hands are down around your sides, palms facing up. I'm not going to stay in this with you, but I encourage all of you to allow the breath to take over and allow yourself to sink into the earth. I'm just going to come up to a seated position. You stay here and breathe and release. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing the mind back to the present moment. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate wrists and ankles. Maybe taking a full body stretch, bringing the legs together and reaching the arms up overhead. Palms coming together. On your next inhale, bringing the knees into the chest. On an exhale, rolling onto one side. Using the arm of that side underneath the head as a pillow. Pausing here to look inward with compassion and non-judgment. Sending peace and gratitude and love throughout yourself. Planting your hands around your side. Inhale, press into the hands, coming up to a comfortable seated position. Hands down around the sides. We'll inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, bringing the thumbs down to sternum. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all are well and that this was beneficial for you. And always know that this is a practice. This is not a perfection, it's a practice. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Namaste.